What's up? It's me, Hunter. Because it's October and a load of YouTubers are doing the Spooktober thing, like scary stories or challenges like 3am challenges like Sam Goldberg and stuff like that, or TFL, whichever. Um, I thought as it's Halloween next week, I would share the two eyebrow shit. I would share this two stories of how I started to believe in the other side or paranormal or spirits or ghosts or whatever you want to call them. So, yeah, this was like, one of the stories is from when I lived in a different country, which was 14 years ago, and the other story was about 12 years ago, I think that. So, yeah, I was pretty young, so let's get into that. Okay, so the first one, I was about 9, 10, probably about that, yeah. And we lived in a different country. I'm not gonna say where because, yeah. Um, I could tell it was very late at night, and um, like everyone was in bed because it was late at night, and I was woken up by loud footsteps coming up the stairs. Now, nobody was awake, and for how loud the footsteps were, or how heavy the footsteps were, I could tell that it wasn't my dad because it was like army boot type footsteps. Like you could hear them coming up the stairs. You could hear every footstep as it happened. Whereas with my dad, you couldn't hear that at all. Um, and these footsteps, I could hear them walk upstairs, and like at the top of the stairs it was the bathroom, then it was my room, then my parents' room, and then my brother's room. And um like I keep repeating myself. Yeah, I could hear them walking up the stairs, and then they just like turned and walked towards my room. I could hear them stop. Like I thought they were just gonna carry on walking, because I thought it was just my dad. But like I asked my dad in the morning if it was him, and because of the time that it was, he was snoring his head off. Like I could hear him snoring his head off, and I could hear my mom snoring her head off. They both snore. They're probably gonna see this, and yeah. But he confirmed that it wasn't him. My mom confirmed it wasn't her. My brother definitely wasn't him. And so, like, I could, well, I couldn't see the boot underneath the door, but like there was a gap like that between the floor and the underneath the door, and like it was pitch black outside in the hallway, and I could lit. It was like a different shade of black, so I could make out these boots out of the darkness, and then like I didn't hear them walk away, but I had a like cupboard type thing in my room. Yes, I know, a child with a cupboard. Oh fuck. And because I was one of these kids that was terrified of monsters under the bed and monsters in the fucking cupboard and shit. When the only monster that was in the cupboard was me. I was terrified of the cupboard opening during the night. So my parents had put like little magnets on the top of the door and on the bottom, like on the inside, so it didn't open when you closed it. And like while the footsteps were there, I heard my cupboard door being forced open, like, and you know, it's like when you open a door very slowly and it creaks. I don't know if that's just floorboards that creak. I don't know, either creaked or squeaked or whatever the sound is when you open the door very slowly. But I could hear the door opening very slowly, and I looked over, and because of the age I was, I had like a little light in my room, and because of that, I was able to see that the door opened about that much. I couldn't see anything in it, but I knew that it was open, and then somehow I managed to fall back to sleep that night. No idea how, but I did. But yeah, and like I thought it was a nightmare when I woke up in the morning. When I woke up in the morning, but the cupboard door was still open, and the footsteps weren't there. Like the footsteps never left. They just appeared. I heard them. They appeared, and my like they just never left. I can't explain it, and I still can't explain it to this day. But yeah, that was the first story, and yeah. Okay, so this is when we first moved to England, and my grandma is a fucking hoarder. Like, oh my god, like she makes me feel good about my bedroom. That makes me sound bad. um, but in my grandma's house, I was about 12, 13-ish, something like that. And in her house there was, well, she has, it's more of a bungalow, but there's like 3 bedrooms. One's hers, and then another one for people if they want to go and stay there, and then a spare room. Well, my grandma is one of these people that collects teddy bears and collects porcelain dolls, and she's the reason that I hate dolls and clowns. Well, not really clowns, but mostly dolls, because but these teddies, like, at the time I loved them. I would always go and play in that room and play with the teddies and all that shit. And she had this one teddy that, it was like a fluffy dog. It wasn't like a fluffy dog. It was a fluffy dog. It was black and white, because I know it was black and white because she still got it to this day. And like like this dog was about the size of this. Yeah, it's the teddy that my ex bought me. And like I wasn't paying any attention to it, but I could see out the corner of my eye. Like I don't know what it was about that one specific teddy, but that one caught my eye. There was hundreds on the fucking bed, but that one caught my bloody eye. I don't know why. And so I thought this teddy was motorized, like had a motor in it or something. Like it was one of them old talking teddies like you used to be able to get. But after confirmation from my nan and looking thoroughly at it, there was no switch or anything. There was no motor inside of it, and yet at the corner of my eye, while my nan was talking to me, this one's head doesn't move, but I'll use that as an example. Say hi to Patty. They're non-binary. But the dog was facing like towards the window, and the window was there, and out the corner of my eye, I could literally see the fucking teddy's head turn like that and stare at me. Like, what kind of fucking teddy does that without a motor in it? Like, that honestly scared the shit out of me, and I know her house is haunted. Well, this was before I noticed that her house was haunted. But to this day, I know her house is haunted because I get really weird feelings in that house, and but yeah, tell me what fucking teddy without a motor in it turns its head to stare at you. I was about 12 or 13 and that scared the shit out of me. And I never went back into that room. And every time I passed that room to go to the bathroom or to go to the other room or whatever, that teddy is always sat on the fucking shelf, just looking down. I'm pretty sure that Teddy has something against me. Pretty sure that Teddy has had something against me ever since it scared the crap out of me. Because it just stares. Stares. So, yeah. So, if you like these... Oh, I thought that was going to fall down the back of the bed then. If you like these stories, or Halloween type stories, I don't know how many I have, but I have hundreds of stories. So, if you like these stories, and you want to hear more, then I might do a little story season. I might do a little story series on my channel, just to, like, bring the party to life. What is wrong with you? So much. So, yeah, if you want to see... I just looked at my flag on the fucking wall and I could have swore it just fucking flapped up and down. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, if you want to see more stories or different kinds of videos, then let me know either down in the comments or on my social media, which I'll link in the description down below. You know how it do. And make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm slowly on the way to 200 subscribers and I kind of want to make it there before the end of the year, and you guys would really help me with that, so yeah. Also, make sure to hit this video with a big like. If for some reason, I don't know, you guys watch my videos for some unknown motherfucking reason, but I'm glad you do, because I love you. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, Halloween next week. Yeah, I'll be with Colby, and for actual Halloween, like the 31st of October, we are doing something special. Like, hasn't been, it's been done on other YouTube channels, but it hasn't been done on either one of our channels. So that is something that you have to look forward to, because for the first time, I'm actually very excited about this video. Like, not this video. I mean, yeah, this video, but mostly the video on Halloween, because that's gonna be some scary ass motherfucking shit, man. I need to stop swearing so much. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? But yeah. I think that's it. So yeah. Let me know if you want any more stories, story times. And if you do, hit me up on my social media, which will be down there, and make sure to hit the video with a like and subscribe to my page and help me get to 200, because you love me and you want to see more videos of this face. No idea why, but yeah, see you guys soon, and yeah, peace.